Like many of you, I enjoy driving on forest roads. We have different types of roads we can drive, ranging from what we call maintenance level 2 roads that are suitable for high clearance vehicles to maintenance level 5 roads. Think paved highway. Nearly all of our paved roads are open for driving year-round, but you might find some roads that are graveled or a native surface that are closed at certain times of the year. So how do you keep track of when these roads are open and for what kind of vehicle? We produce something called the Motor Vehicle Use Map, MVUM for short. Each national forest in the United States is required to publish an MVUM that shows all motorized roads and trails. That means you can use this map to know which roads are open for motor vehicle use.
A motor vehicle usage map is a free map displaying the roads, trails, and areas open to motor vehicle use in the national forest. This legal document is as necessary for motorized travel in a national forest as having game proclamations when going hunting. Although other travel aids or more detailed maps may be used in conjunction with the MVUM, it is the MVUM itself which is the reference document for where it is legal to drive a motor vehicle. The MVUM is republished every year, so please be sure that you are using the most current version when driving on the national forest. All 5 national forests in New Mexico have published MVUMs. If you would like a free hard copy of these maps, they are available upon request at the corresponding National Forest Office, or you may download the PDF version.
So what's on this map? You'll find roads superimposed with a motorized trail, making them available for any vehicle 50 inches or under, like OHVs, quads, or motorcycles, but those roads aren't open to passenger car travel. Another thing identified on the motor vehicle use map is roads with 300-foot camping corridors on each side of the road. This corridor allows people to get to existing dispersed camping sites via existing routes.
Operating a motor vehicle on National Forest System roads, National Forest System trails, and in areas on National Forest System lands carries a greater responsibility than operating that vehicle in a city or other developed setting. Not only must you know and follow all applicable traffic laws, but you also need to show concern for the environment as well as other forest users. The misuse of motor vehicles can lead to the temporary or permanent closure of any designated road, trail, or area. As a motor vehicle operator on a National Forest System road, trail, or area, you must comply with the official MVUM, as well as all federal, state, and local laws and regulations. Compliance with these rules is your responsibility. It is the responsibility of the user to acquire the current MVUM. The MVUM identifies those roads, trails, and areas designated for the motor vehicle use for the purpose of enforcing these designations. Violators are subject to a fine of up to $5,000, imprisonment for up to 6 months, or both. This prohibition applies regardless of the presence or absence of signs.
Okay, I have to admit the MVUM isn't a snazzy-looking map, but it does have a lot of information. You use the legend to interpret the map. The legend shows roads and trails by type of use. We've included a few landmarks on the map to help you figure out where things are. You can check out the legend and tables to find out when routes are open by time of year to protect wildlife and other resources. For you techie people, you can get your free motor vehicle use map through a cool app called Avenza. Even if you drive out of cell phone range, the MVUM through Avenza will still be available on your phone or other smart device.
Each of the 5 New Mexico national forests have published free geo-referenced PDFs that are available to download in the Avenza Map Store. This app uses the built-in GPS in your mobile device to locate yourself on the MVUM when you are within the boundaries of the downloaded map and can be a convenient reference for the legal document. There are several popular navigation apps which can provide a lot of useful information, such as various base maps and overlays, including, quote, MVUM data. Government agencies such as the Forest Service are required to provide road information digitally, which is then housed in a governmental database that is publicly accessible. Navigation apps mine that data for their apps. But the information is only as good as what is in the database. Although they are required to provide the info digitally, sometimes there are big delays in getting it in that database. Someone from the local agency must create the PDF map file first, then digitize it on the local side, then upload it to the correct national database. Although the MVUM overlay can be a handy reference, always check the current MVUM that has been published by your local ranger district.